I have two players for you, Mark Bernat and Fermin Lopez. Why didn't you guys give him to Chelsea?
I don't understand what we don't have any interest in giving our star boy to Chelsea.
That boy.
Fermin Lopez is going to be, in my opinion, a much more productive attacking midfielder than Cole Palmer. He actually is already. His left foot is much more solid than Cole Palmer's left foot. Fermin Lopez, brother. I don't think I've seen Cole Palmer score a goal that Fermin Lopez has scored on multiple occasions this season. Hey guys, so the Premier League is getting interesting. It's going to be a tight race. Not only the race to win the championship, but the race to finish top 4 and make the Champions League. Chelsea is tied with Liverpool. Man United is 4th right now. Villa is 3rd. Man City is chasing Arsenal. It's very electric. And over the past weekend, Chelsea had a chance to actually win the game and go 3 points clear. And you guys fell to a championship team. Burnley is a championship team. I can't even begin to understand, but we're going to dive into this in the podcast. But anyways, guys, welcome back again to episode 19. 19 weeks in, and it's only getting exciting. So we're going to jump straight in because we have a lot of questions to ask this guy here. This guy's team could not win a championship team. Burnley is sitting 19th. Those guys are going down. Bro, another red card, another inconsistency. I'm tired of saying this. I'm tired. But are you guys going to finish top 4? A few months ago, first of all, you were hit with reality. You accepted the fact that you guys are not title contenders. Now you guys are fighting to be top 4 contenders. Let us know what's going on.
I mean, fortunately enough, I think a Premier League team is going to win the Champions League. So they're probably going to take 5 teams, just like last year. So I think a Premier League team is going to win the Champions League and they'll take 5 teams. But that notwithstanding, I don't think Aston Villa will be in the top 4.
Aston Villa?
Yes, I think they're right now. Man United is 3 points ahead of, is 3 points behind them, and we are 6 points behind them. I think they're just there temporarily, and they're gonna go out. I think they're gonna lose 1 game, lose 2 games, lose 3 games, and they're gonna go out. And there's something that guys fail to understand. Since our new coach came in, Liam Rosinho, we have lost no game in the Premier League. We have lost absolutely no game in the Premier League. We have lost to Arsenal in the Community Shield. I mean, in the Carabao Cup. And they have lost in I think the Carabao Cup. I don't know about the Champions League. No, just the Carabao Cup. And that's it. Alea to Arsenal. But that's it. We have lost no other game in the Premier League. We have drawn 2 games to Leeds and also to Burnley. And the Leeds game, it was just crazy defending at the end. The Burnley game, same thing. Red card. And then Andre Santos or whosoever we want to call him failed to mark his player. And to be honest, it's not been the worst start possible for a coach. But right now, these are the top games. He began with easier games, unlike Carragher began with difficult games, and he's going towards easy games. I think we started with easier games and are going to difficult games like Arsenal. But I think that's a good thing, considering that he has lost no Premier League game.
So, in other words, you're saying that you guys are playing not to lose.
No, that's the good thing. That's not the aim, though. But at least we are not losing, which is important.
Well, you're not winning either.
It's not like some people that are losing 4-0 to some other teams, and then but we're not losing.
Well, you guys have a gauntlet of a schedule coming up. You have a game against Chelsea or Arsenal this weekend. You have the Champions League coming up. You might play PSG or Newcastle.
Yeah.
You have much tougher games coming up. So I'm saying that within the next 6 weeks, you guys would be in a tough spot if you can't figure out the discipline and the attitude of those players. So Fofana getting a red card today, tomorrow Cancelo getting a red card, the next day the goalkeeper getting a red card. It's just too crazy. But hey, you said you guys are world champions, right? So I'm assuming you guys will find a way.
No, we'll find a way for sure.
Don't tell me you'll find a way by asking for another Premier League team to win the Champions League to give you guys help.
No. It's not like that. We're gonna be in the top 4 regardless. We'll be in the top 4 regardless.
Yeah, this is where
we'll be in the top 4 regardless. There's no shaking. We're not shaking. We'll be the top 4.
No. Don't say regardless, because you guys actually, okay, no, you were in the top 4 last year. It was the year before that you guys were out of the top 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, no, we're gonna see. It's gonna be interesting to see this game this weekend. I was thinking that we could stream live the game because I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Next game, we're gonna talk about Arsenal beating Spurs. The question I have for you is that, do you think Spurs could be relegated? Because those guys are playing very bad for a top 5 team. Why do they even call the top 5 team in the Premier League? Those guys are so bad.
You know for a fact, you know that, let me say, for example, Amorim, right? When Amorim was coaching Man United, you could see that they had good players. They had Brian Mbeumo, Cunha and stuff. You could see that they had a good core. You understand? But right now, you see the Spurs team and the players are not there. You have to look at the strikers. You have Odobed, or you have the players are not there. The midfield is Palhinha, Yves Bissouma, but you see that the team doesn't really have a core. If you're not careful, they can really I think the only thing that might save them is that the other teams down there might be also poor. For example, Burnley hasn't won shit in a while. Wolves hasn't won shit in a while as well. West Ham is picking up. Nottingham Forest is picking up as well, even though they unfortunately lost to Liverpool. But the only thing that might save Tottenham is that the other teams might just be worse than them. Not that they're going to play any good football. It's just that the other teams are going to be worse than them.
Yeah.
So they're just so bad. And I don't even know why I was even thinking about giving them a chance. I thought maybe with a new coach they'll have a new found hope and stuff, but they were just horrendous.
Yeah. One thing I realized, and I called this in the first 2 weeks of the season, I did not like that Xavi Simons signing at all. I didn't like it because I know how he plays. He's played in Leipzig, he's played in PSG. He's a very, very talented player. The Premier League, the physicality.
He needs work, physicality.
He needs a lot of physicality. I think he doesn't win duels. He doesn't protect the ball very well. He doesn't have that oomph and the strength to actually possess the ball for long in an attacking phase and make that final pass. I think he does a good job of recycling the ball, but it's really about someone who can create plays, who is creative, who can find out a pass, a very, very decisive pass in the final third. Man, I don't think he's there yet. I don't think he's the man yet for that job. And I think that's one thing Spurs are missing. The defense is not that good. They have okay CDMs, but that playmaking ability is not there. And,
absolutely.
And it's for me, I think that's a big problem with Spurs. And if they don't continue playing well, they might actually finish 17th.
Yeah, last season that was the same thing. They figured that's exactly where they finished. Last season that was exactly where they finished, and it was looking like a fluke. But they're doing the absolute same thing this season as well.
Yeah. So, when is James Maddison coming back? Because that's somebody who could actually help those guys make a push for staying in the league. Because it's not far-fetched. Those guys might actually finish 18th and get relegated. What do you think will happen if a top 5 historic team in the Premier League gets relegated?
I just don't understand. I just can't think about it because it has never happened in the past. So I just can't think about it. It will just be so strange, to be honest. A London team. Yeah, it's gonna be so strange. But
Yeah. And those guys playing the stadium is Wembley Stadium. You can't tell me you would play.
You would build a new stadium like that.
Go to the Championship.
That's pretty much one of the best stadiums in the Premier League right now. Better than Man United, which is old as shit, Chelsea and stuff like that. It's one of the top 3 best stadiums in the Premier League. The Spurs new stadium is there. So
yeah, it's gonna be interesting. That's what I'm saying. The Premier League is gonna be very, very tight towards the end of March. You have top teams trying to finish top 4, top 5. You have guys surviving relegation. Is gonna be more sports TV.
Yeah,
and then talking about the teams who are trying to finish top 5 or win a Premier League title, Man City played Newcastle at home.
Yeah.
Those guys actually begged to win that game.
They suffered.
They started 2-1 at halftime and they just kept defending. Whenever they won the ball, the left backs would try to do things solo. I saw that a lot of times. I don't really understand Man City. They've lost that command of the midfield. And I could see Newcastle, a team that actually flew thousands of miles to play a Champions League match. Come back to England, and then they were dominating most of the second half.
They played the giant in the midfield. Need Walter Madden literally played the midfield.
He played the midfield. He's been there for 4 weeks.
And then they were dominating City players. It's just crazy, to be honest. I mean, to be very frank with you, I think Arsenal, the title is their own to lose. Not like Man City is going to overpower and win it. I think it's Arsenal. Let me say they do something stupid and they lose the title. Man City don't have it in them to grind out performance and just blow out teams where you're scared, you're really scared. They don't have it in them. So if something happens to the title, I think it's Arsenal that does something funny and then loses the title, not that Man City comes and then beats them. Because right now, if Man City win all their games to the end of the season, they're going to win the league. Do you know so?
Yeah.
Exactly. If Arsenal wins all their games and then draws against City, they win the title. So I don't think Man City that we can confidently say they can win all their games now to the end of the season like they did with Liverpool a couple of seasons ago where they won from, was it January or February, till the end of the season when they won all their games. I don't think Man City can do that.
It's going to be tough for them to do that. The way they're playing right now is going to be tough because they win games in dramatic fashions, and that's not really their DNA. They win games by beating you down and making you give up very early in the game. Like, Man City used to be the team that would actually score 2 or 3 goals early. Like, within the first 35 minutes, they'll score 2 goals on you, and the second half, they'll pass the ball, make you tire you out, then they'll score like 2 extra goals.
Yeah.
This time around, they just try to squeak out wins. Like, the late goal against Liverpool, 2 early goals against Newcastle, pack the bus, defend. I mean, it's really funny. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to win. That's what Liverpool did at the start of the season. Scoring all those lead goals. It might catch up with Man City, but if they can keep up this manner of winning, like they have the talent. Ryan Cherky, Erling Haaland is still there, so they can always find ways to win. But I really think they have to do more to win consistently.
Yeah.
And with the way Arsenal is playing, they have the defense, they have the attack, they have the depth. They can consider doing what they can do. They can score goals and then play haram football, or get some draws on the road, or even have some help from other teams. Man City have been helping Arsenal all season long.
Yeah.
In December, there was a time that Man City had like 3 draws in a row.
Exactly.
Just one more win would have been changing the narrative right now. So it's actually crazy to think about it. And then they have a tough game this upcoming weekend against Leeds. That's another chance for Chelsea to go further. But then they have a tough game against Arsenal to go further, but they have a tough game against Chelsea.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be so interesting. But to sum it up, I was just shocked by how defensive Man City was playing.
Yeah.
Even with Rodri in the midfield, Haaland up front, Bernardo Silva was there. It just shows you that, Foden is not even playing very well so far.
They don't even start him anymore. So, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I think they desperately need, who is that winger?
Jeremy
Doku. I think he has to come back because he's somebody that can actually take you guys one-on-one,
pull the
wingers back, and they can actually build from there. But in the meantime, Man City, they have to do what they can do to win the game. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's just factual, to be honest. And then also thanks to Donnarumma, that guy has made some incredible saves, to be honest. Some incredible saves. So thanks to Donnarumma. But I mean, if they need to grind it out till maybe they get some stability, then let them grind it out.
Who do you want to win the Premier League?
Man City. For a fact that when you have something going on like Arsenal, Butlers, it's just good to have someone to hate the Premier League. And Arsenal looks like a favorite because now Man United is winning. So Arsenal looks like a favorite to be hated. And it's just nice when you have that. And they're also our London rivals, so it's good to just have those people to hate. And to be honest, I feel like for Man City to be considered like a team to be revered and fans and everything, that'll be in 100 years. Because even if Man City win the next 2 Premier Leagues or one, and people still look at Man City like newcomers, to be honest. Newcomers. They don't really have true fans yet. Man City is winning a game and their stadium is empty until they are begging fans to come to the field. It just shows that they don't really have those, they don't really have that. So I'm not really scared of them yet. Except maybe the 100 years when they have a strong fan base and everything. But right now, they're still new kids. And I'm not really bothered about the new people. It's Arsenal that have been there for a while. I don't want them to, win the Champions League and start talking to Chelsea because we're the only London team that's won one. Or maybe win a Premier League and start talking to us. So that's why I really don't want Arsenal to win.
Oh, that's interesting. And Man City, you have more Champions League than Man City, right?
Yeah, they have just one.
That's interesting. What was the next game on the slate?
Okay, so obviously, I was talking about Levante winning, but Levante went into Barcelona and it was absolutely demolishing. Barcelona had more than 25 shots, more than 10 corners. It was like there was no way for Levante. And talk to me about Marc Bernal.
Phenomenal.
I have 2 players for you, Marc Bernal and Fermin Lopez. Why didn't you guys give him to Chelsea?
I don't understand what we don't have any interest in giving our star boy to Chelsea.
That boy.
Fermin Lopez is going to be, in my opinion, a much more productive attacking midfielder than Cole Palmer. He actually is already. His left foot is much more solid than Cole Palmer's left foot. Fermin Lopez, brother. I don't think I've seen Cole Palmer score a goal that Fermin Lopez has scored on multiple occasions this season. Long range shots out of the box.
What?
30 yards, 40 yards.
What absolute disrespect.
It's crazy. Fermin Lopez, he's had a longer streak of productivity than Cole Palmer.
Because he's scoring goals now. Do you know?
Whether it's now or when, I'm saying
Palmer has 81 goal contributions in less than 120 games. Do you know what that means?
How many of those were penalties?
A penalty isn't a goal.
No.
It's not a goal.
You don't count penalties. You don't count penalty.
Ask Lami Yama versus Girona.
No.
Ask Lami Yama versus Girona.
You don't count.
Ask Lami Yama versus Girona and he'll tell you that.
That's the game we don't even have to consider because that referee was actually suspended.
What? The referee
was suspended.
The referee kicked the penalty?
Wait, who is the greatest player of all time?
Ronaldo.
Has he ever missed a penalty?
Yes.
So that's not even a valid point.
And that tells that penalties are real. It's not an easy thing. Also ask Brian Diaz, he told me he didn't miss the penalty on purpose.
It's very, very easy, bro.
So a penalty isn't
Let me tell you this. The simple fact of the matter is that Fermin Lopez, right now, right this second, in football, is a much more productive soccer player than Cole Palmer. That's it. That's it. But anyways, I made a phone call to Hansi Flick. I told him, Flick, okay, here's the thing. We're going to beat teams from now on. We're going to butcher teams like we did towards the end of last year. Clean sheet, easy win, we move. We're talking about the fact that, I sent him a clip of what he said. That we haven't kept the clean sheet in like 5 weeks. I was like, Flick, let the boys cook. Look at my boy.
Let's wait to see how Villarreal plays.
No, Villarreal, the last time we played them, we won them clean sheet, same thing. So we're going to win them, obviously, this weekend. We're going to win them. Cancelo, very, very good game. That guy, when he talks about an attacking fullback, he's one of the best. But anyways, that was a great game by Barca. I'm telling you, Fermin Lopez right now, he's a better, productive attacking midfielder than Cole Palmer. And everyone will agree with me. Cole Palmer is a good player, but I'm telling you right now, he's not doing anything, brother. He was actually substituted, man.
Because we're trying to hold the game down because we're one man down.
So you're one man down and you remove your best player.
Already winning 1-0 and it was the end of the match.
1-0 is sufficient for you guys to pack.
Could you guys win 1-0 against Girona?
You guys could have just removed one of the wingers. Why don't one of the wingers? Because Palmer can also play as a right winger.
Nah, it was good.
Oh, well.
He's from injury. We don't want to stress him as well.
I see. And my favorite team of the week, or my favorite match of the week, Real Madrid. I'll give you Real Madrid. Tell me about Real Madrid.
Real Madrid versus Osasuna. This game, to be honest, I think Real Madrid did not do enough to win this game. Real Madrid just didn't do enough to win this game. Osasuna actually played them very well. It's just funny because I still think, to be honest, Real Madrid needs a 9. They need a 9. You could see that Mbappe was being displaced. He would come to the wing to get the ball because he wasn't getting the ball. A couple of things, and you could see that for a fact. I don't know if the Champions League game was playing in their head or something else, but they didn't. Osasuna literally controlled the game. They didn't create those many chances. And when you're playing with a player like Trent Alexander-Arnold, for example, you need a main man in the box. I don't know if during the summer transfer window they should go for a guy like Thuram or someone else or a presence in the box, but they need that presence in the box. I don't know, to be honest. They need that, and I think they lack that. This kind of game was a game that you're supposed to grind and win like 2-1 from a crossing head or something else, but they just don't have that. When teams actually make their box compact and stuff like that, it becomes very hard for him. He needs to come out and get the ball. He cannot run in behind because there's literally no space, so it becomes difficult for him. So he's running to the wing. So yeah, I think teams can take a blueprint from this game on how to defeat Real Madrid.
Yes, and this is how they lose the championship.
And guess whose team doesn't play a low block? Barcelona. And Real Madrid will exploit that and
the La Liga is not a single game, brother. La Liga is 38 matches, okay? And listen, the last 5 times, 6 times, 7 times we played Madrid, those guys they've won once. They've won just 1 time out of our last 6 matches. So you can always say anything about Highline. The Highline has been there for ages, and they haven't exploited the Highline. Madrid, like you said, they have a striker problem. Vinicius Jr. is Real Madrid's number 1 left winger.
Yeah.
Nobody can displace him from that position. So what happens to Mbappe? He just has to adapt to the number 9 position. He has to learn the position. He has to adapt. He has to watch tapes from Lewandowski and all those other great number 9s who now position himself. He could even make a phone call to his fellow countryman Karim Benzema and say, "Hey, tell me what to do." Because there were actually a point where Mbappe was at the 11th position and Vinicius was directly behind him.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And then, what are we doing?
It was such.
And then the entire defensive line is just so free.
That free.
Nobody's there.
Nobody. They have time to look left and right because nobody's stressing them up.
Yeah, and then it was like after the physical finish, Mbappe was like, "Oh, let me get up front." Even when they have a corner kick, Mbappe is right there, the corner position. It's like, bro, what are you doing there? So I think Mbappe, he has to learn the position, and I think that's the only way for Madrid to grow.
Yeah.
Else, one of them has to go, and it's going to be difficult to kick out either of them. So I think Mbappe, he has to learn the number 9 position very well. He has to actually transform, like what Ronaldo did when he moved to Madrid. Become a 9, work on your jumps, work on your timing, positioning, because there were so many crosses in the box that players made, and Mbappe was nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
Vinicius actually was the one who actually scored one of the goals there by sliding into the. So it was. I love this. I love when Madrid is in chaos. And I also love it when they cross so many corners. 2 weeks in a row, I've been having a good time with Madrid. So I hope you guys, keep doing this, go on the road, cross corner kicks, do the same thing at home. That's where I'm going to be, because I really don't want you guys to win matches. And I mean, Madrid, the only chance they have at winning a cup this year is La Liga. And I hope they just keep having that bad performance on the road, because it's going to give us that chance to win.
I mean, do you guys just hope that in May, when you guys are playing Real Madrid, the title isn't still on the line? Because it's on the line, you guys will go down crying.
Oh, no, don't worry about Madrid, brother. We got Madrid. We're going to beat the shit out of Real Madrid come May. So
you said that last time, and we could see the pictures after.
When was the last time we played Madrid?
No, I'm talking about the league, not that childish cup. I'm talking about
the last time La Liga in the league title, when everything was in line. What happened?
When Real Madrid played Barcelona
in May,
the league wasn't on the line already. You guys already had a higher.
No, we hadn't won the league yet at that time.
No, but you guys had it was not, even if they won that one game, they would not have gone above you guys.
But it would have been so close to put pressure on us.
Nah, but it wasn't that. But all fair. Let's see how it's gonna happen this time.
Good game. 4-5 Madrid. Start of the day. In all games this season so far that Real Madrid have failed to win, they did not have a penalty. I'll leave that to you.
Guys, it just I mean, when you're dominating and you're having many chances, it's easier for you to have penalty, so it just makes sense. So that analysis and that statistics, I don't know where it's coming from.
Then just get a penalty and then you score and you win games. If it's
when you get a penalty, I'm mostly pressing, and Real Madrid doesn't press Osasuna, to be honest. They don't do shit.
Okay, so there's a chance that you can dominate.
But yeah, guys, before we go ahead, just like, share, and subscribe, and thank you guys for the support so far. But getting into a new week after the UCL and stuff, there are some extremely interesting games in Europe. And the first game we'd like to start with is Manchester United versus Crystal Palace. Talk to me about Michael Carrick.
Michael Carrick has been very, very impressive. I think he's transformed that team entirely.
Yeah.
We said it the first few games when they beat Man City, then they beat Arsenal. And you're like, these guys, they're playing as if it's a brand new team.
Yeah.
It's like they have a chip on their shoulder. They haven't lost a game so far under Michael Carrick. Not a single game. And they actually tied out one game against West Ham, which was a tough game on the road against a team battling relegation. So those guys are playing very well. Against Everton, you have to find ways to win on the road. Everton is extremely tough. And they had that one magical moment. Cunha to Mbeumo to Sesko.
All good news.
Good enough to win the game and get all 3 points. Man United are actually sitting fourth in the table right now. Comfortable position, 3 points above Chelsea and Liverpool. And they have a chance this weekend to actually even add that lead, because Chelsea is going to be playing against Arsenal. That's a tough game.
Yeah.
We might actually see Chelsea sitting sixth in the Premier League next week, Tuesday, if we are not careful. But hey, time will tell. But I really like Michael Carrick so far. I like what he's done with the boys. And I really love the tactics. I love the energy. Those guys are playing freer. Fernandes is enjoying attacking midfield right now. Kobe Mino is playing.
We complained about that so much, and that just
We've been
shows.
saying this thing for a long time.
It just shows the fact that, to be honest, this guy, Amorim bought good players. To be honest,
for sure. He's back the squad.
Sesko, Cunha, Buemo. They are very good players, but he just shows you how he was absolutely suffocating them. Because Man United has a very good squad. You have Kobe Mino, you have Casemiro, you have Bruno Fernandes in the 10. That's pretty much one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. You have Cunha, you have Buemo, you have Sesko, very, very good players. But he was suffocating them the way he was playing. Why you put 3 defenders and then strip one attacker off the field because of that? So it's just very, very crazy, to be honest. Yeah, I think... Yeah, Carrick has been doing well. He just freed the boys, and I think that's the main thing so far. Just freeing the boys and allowing them to play where they like to play,
Yeah. And this game is going to be a tough game for Man United because Crystal Palace, they'll make you earn any win that you can get. Yeah. For any point that you have to get against Crystal Palace, you have to earn it.
You have to work for it.
Low block. This is going to be a low block, lower than Everton. So you have to be prepared. Those guys will come, they don't care about 3 points. They care about defending and getting on counter-attacks. So this is a game that I'm going to be watching because I think Man United, they can control the game. They've been controlling the game very, very comfortable. Those guys are very comfortable on the ball. Possession. So I'm gonna watch it. But I really think it's going to be a tough game for them. And I'm going to actually bet on this match. I think Man United is going to be an interesting game.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Now to the next game, Liverpool versus West Ham. This is another interesting game, Liverpool versus West Ham. I think West Ham has been on a good run, even though they have been a little bit shaky, but they have been on a good run. Like the game before United, I think they won 3 games in a row before they played Chelsea, and then they drew to Man United. But West Ham has been they have picked up so well. The rise of Christian Somerville, they have done so well. Do you think they stand a chance against this Liverpool team?
No, they don't. I think Liverpool at home, they'll come to play. And I think they picked up a lot of momentum from that matchup against Nottingham Forest. They scored in the last second. 90s. In fact, they scored, was it 2 goals that were denied?
Yep.
And then they actually scored again. Kudos to McAllister.
McAllister.
So Liverpool, they mean business. Liverpool, because they've lost a couple of games last season, they went on a bad run. They've been counted out. But I think those guys can actually finish top 3 if they keep performing, if they keep winning. Because Man United, they might, they're playing well,
But an injury to one player might just...
But an injury to one of those guys up front, not that we're thinking is going to happen, but if something happens, they might lose that connection.
Yeah.
Liverpool, they have the experience, they have the chemistry, they've done it for a long time. They can actually they can win games. Man United, of course, you give them the credit that they have enough time to rest on a weekly basis. So when the Champions League comes back, you might think that, the rest is going to be a factor that Liverpool and Chelsea might not have as much as Manchester United. But I think those guys, Liverpool, they are actually developing their stride. They're actually developing connections, finding ways to win amid all those injuries. The new defenders, West is injured. Remy Frimpong is out. Conor Bradley is out. They're finding ways to win games. And I think this game against Newcastle, it might not be a high-scoring game. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think it's going to be enough for Liverpool to win this game. What do you think?
I mean, I think that's fair. Liverpool just has enough in them to go and beat this West Ham, especially after that McAllister win. I think they just have enough. I'll not talk much about this, but I just think Liverpool have enough to win the West Ham. And it's quite I just don't want them to win, because if they win that game and we don't win against Arsenal, which is, to be honest, they're going to go above us. So, and I really don't want that. And we have a very, very bad run of fixtures, so I'm not in support of Liverpool winning, but, what you support doesn't always come to pass. So that's it about that.
Wow, that's interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
Chelsea is in trouble, guys.
Just admitting it.
Chelsea is in trouble. Yeah. I love this.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't love it. I don't love anything. It's just you try to make us see you guys are up there when you're not.
We are though. We beat you guys, so we are up there. But yeah, over to Germany, where we have the biggest game in Germany in the German league, the Bundesliga, the Klassiker. This is Dortmund versus Bayern, but we are playing in the yellow wall, sorry. So Dortmund welcome Bayern, and Dortmund have been on such a good run. Mm-hmm. They had a 90-minute, that last-minute equalizer versus Leipzig. Now they welcome Bayern Munich. What do you think?
First of all, I want to say a very big thank you to Dortmund. Because those guys, I had them in my best bets last week.
Yeah.
I had Dortmund. I had Real Madrid to have more than 5 corner kicks. They had 6 easily before the 70th minute. And I had Dortmund to win a draw against Leipzig. And I gave up early. At halftime, Dortmund were down 2-0. I was like, bro. Just when I actually was about to hop on the train and you guys do this, I was like, you know what? Let's sweat this. Let's sweat this thing. So I was watching the game. They scored 1 goal, 2-1. I was like, okay, game's on. Let's see what happens. That game kept playing and playing and playing. All the way to the 85th minute, it was 2-1. I was like, wow.
Just one more
So this
chance.
is it. Around the 90th minute, they had a long ball and they crossed across the goal, and then the goal, and then one of the players just scored. And I couldn't believe it, 2-2. I couldn't believe it, guys.
But you called it, though. You called it.
I called it, but that's what happens, because those are moments that actually win bets or lose bets. Because someone who had Leipzig money line, will probably be taking a nap at halftime,
thinking that his
bet cashed, and then he would wake up and you see settled 0. Bro, that's the thing. Dortmund, they haven't lost a game in the Bundesliga in like 18 plus matches.
Yeah.
Bayern, those guys obviously are the top prolific players. Harry Kane scoring goals, Michael Olise providing assists, Joshua Kimmich controlling the game, Musiala is back, Gnabry is healthy.
Yeah. Luis Diaz as well.
Luis Diaz is cooking. Harry Kane, day in, day out, is scoring so many goals. So this is going to be a much more interesting matchup than what we've seen over the last few years.
Yeah.
And if Dortmund wins this game, they get 2 points closer to Bayern Munich in the title race. So this is very, very, very important for Dortmund. Bayern Munich last weekend, they actually gave up 2 goals in the second half. They were 3-0 up, and they gave up 2 goals, and the match ended 3-2. Dortmund, on the other hand, fought against Leipzig, and they came back from a 2-0 down game to tie 2-2. So they have to win this game. Dortmund is like 4, they have like 4 odds to win this matchup.
Yeah.
Which I think they can actually win this game, because I'm going to be on Dortmund.
Yeah, to be honest, I think it's going to be a very close game. More than what people think, I think it's going to be a very, very close game. A game where it can easily end 1-0, 2-1. Like, it's not going to be high scoring the way people think German leagues, German games are going to be. But I think it's going to be a close matchup, and I think it's very possible that Dortmund get something. But to be honest, looking at everything, Bayern has so much firepower that even if Dortmund win, I think Bayern will still win the league, but Bayern has so much firepower, to be honest.
Yes, and something this weekend is that Dortmund will be traveling to Italy to play against Atalanta, and then they'll travel back to Germany to face Bayern. So they might not have that energy to go back and forth like they did against Leipzig. I mean, even though before they played Leipzig, they actually beat Atalanta over the week. Energy factor has to be the Bayern will be well rested. But I really think this is a game that Dortmund needs to win, and I'm actually going to be on Dortmund in this specific matchup. Do you have any thoughts on the matchup?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just probably take a Bayern. I cannot play Bayern to win, but I'll avoid it, to be honest. I'll avoid it. I think Dortmund have a chance, but I'm going to avoid it just because Bayern has so much firepower and they have the rest on their hands.
Yeah, I've definitely been taking spread against Bayern because I've seen... Actually, I'm very good at calling Bayern games. Like, see, the thing with betting is really the numbers.
Yeah.
Like, whenever it's minus 1.5 spread, if it's against a decent team, I'll go with Bayern for sure, even though I lost against Hamburg and a few other teams. But whenever it's against matches like Dortmund, Frankfurt, those guys, the bookmakers are always too biased, and I'm going to be with Dortmund here.
Okay, that's good. Now back to England. This is a very good one. Last week we saw Man City trembling before Newcastle. So we have them facing Leeds, and they are going now to the Leeds Stadium. And Leeds is a very, very stubborn team. A very, very stubborn team.
You can definitely attest to that. You guys lost in that stadium.
Yeah, Leeds, and we just drew 2-2 as well right now. But yeah, Leeds is a very, very stubborn team. So Leeds versus Manchester City. Man City travel to Leeds having enough, that they've been well rested, and they will be looking for a way to put some pressure on Arsenal. They'll be looking for a way to put some pressure on Arsenal, and there's no way they can do that without winning this Leeds team. Leeds, on the other hand, very, very stubborn. They don't die easily. and we had them scoring a very wonderful free kick last game. Very, very good free kick, Anthony Stark.
Oh my
Anthony
God.
Stark. What a wonderful free kick. But this game, do you think Man City wins this game and put that pressure on Arsenal?
They have to. You have to win this game on Saturday, prime time, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. This is a game that you will have to win because this game puts a lot of pressure on Arsenal, and it also gives Chelsea the ability to be the ones who actually knocked Arsenal off course. So that would be a plus for you guys. Man City have won the last 5 meetings with Leeds.
So do you have the cojones to bet on Man City?
I have it and I will.
Okay.
I'll have it. I'm going to be with Man City all the way because they actually beat Newcastle and Liverpool recently. I think Man City, they say what you want, but they have the quality to score so many goals. Now, you might think their defense might be sneaky against a Leeds team that is always tough to play at home.
Calvert-Lewin.
But a penalty might come up. Ryan Cherky might do something. Ryan Cherky has been really, really productive, even though he's not really, he tries to do too much, but he's been productive. And I trust Erling Haaland to actually score a header here and get a win or score a penalty. Where is Savinho?
Savinho has been injured for a while.
So-
like Savinho on injury, they'll go for an injury. Like they're having a way. But thanks to Semenyo, he has been
Oh,
performing.
Semenyo. Look at
Semenyo and
Semenyo.
Omar Mamouche, they have been performing like surprisingly well.
So, yeah, and I'm definitely going to be with Man City in this matchup. Man City wins against Leeds for sure for me. For sure. Easy one. Easy dub. I actually watched the game between Leeds and Aston Villa, and Villa had so many chances.
Yeah.
And Leeds, they had just that one free kick, that one moment, and that was it. Now, it's going to be at home. They're going to be much more comfortable. The crowd will be with them. But I think Man City have the experience to play on the road, and they know what they need to do. And I think Pep will come up with a very good plan against Leeds, and they'll win this match.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think, I'm in support of that as well. But now the game of the weekend, Arsenal versus Chelsea. Arsenal versus Chelsea. Chelsea has a history of spoiling title runs. Back in 2014, when Liverpool was in great, like they were moving well to win the Premier League, what happened? When they were playing Chelsea, we can all remember the famous Gerrard slide. Gerrard tried to the Gerrard slip. Sorry, he tried to kick the ball, tried to break the ball, and he slipped. And what happened? Dembaba scored, and Man City won the Premier League. Fast forward 2 years after, Tottenham were in a race to win the Premier League with Leicester. What happened? They came to the bridge. We played Tottenham. They were leading 2-0. What happened? We can all remember the hazard moment. 2-2. Definitely gave the title to Leicester. And this is the same thing. If ever you need a team to zero Arsenal from going and winning the Premier League, Chelsea is the team. We are built for this moment. We are absolutely built for this moment. And if we take a point of Arsenal and Man City win all their games and they even draw against Arsenal, all they need is a goal difference to win the Premier League. So I'm putting ourselves in pole position to step Arsenal and get something. I know they have the momentum from winning Spurs, the North London derby. But I think we're just too stubborn.
I almost believed your speech. But then, you guys have been Arsenal's bitches. This is...
Well, I mean, they're bitch because they were not in the title race.
sorry?
Well, I mean, I've been considering and getting some because they were never the serious contender we needed of.
Bro, they knocked you guys out of the chance to win a trophy this season.
That trophy is shit. It's a Carabao Cup. We don't really give a shit about that. We don't really care about the Carabao Cup. It's a Carabao Cup. We've won more trophies than Arsenal in the past 3 years. We've won more trophies than Arsenal. We don't give a shit about the Carabao Cup. We have more Premier Leagues than them. We don't give a shit about that.
What do you guys give a shit about?
We give a shit about the Premier League. About the Champions League.
When was the last time you won the Premier League?
In 2017, what was the last time Arsenal won the Premier League?
Oh? I
The
don't
Premier League
remember.
in 2017.
Obviously 2004 or something.
I'm saying we won the Premier League in 2017. We won it in 2015. We won it in 2010 as well. The last time Arsenal won the Premier League was 2004.
Well, and I mean, I'm gonna be with Chelsea this weekend because whenever teams play each other so frequently within the same season, they get to understand each other so well that it becomes a very, very low scoring game. And the last time they played against Arsenal at the Emirates was just a 1-0 win for Arsenal. Last minute of the game, Chelsea had nothing to lose because it would have been the same outcome. I'm going to be on this game under 3.5 goals. Arsenal, you will not score so many goals against Chelsea. And Chelsea, I feel like you might take some time to break down Arsenal. I'm going to predict 0-0 in this matchup.
Interesting.
0-0. I love to bet on 0-0s because I win before the game started.
It's now
for someone to actually cause a havoc and lose my account. But yeah, I love Chelsea to actually have like under 3.5, like 5 total goals.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to be on. But guys, this is going to be one of the pivotal matches in the Premier League this season, and I really encourage everyone to watch it. You think Chelsea might win? I think it's going to be a tie game, but it's definitely going to be very, very consequential moving forward.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tie game. I'm not really shouting that Chelsea's going to win, but I think it's going to be a tie game.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Over to our best bets then. That was the last game of the weekend.
Yeah.
We're going to see you guys this weekend. You know, we're going to give like some very good predictions on our Instagram page. So don't forget to follow us at the Scoreboard on Instagram. For our best bets so far, I think the last weekend we had our best bets. They all won. I had Madrid over 5.5 corners and Dortmund to win a draw. Easy win. He had 2 shots, Bayern shots, Real Betis shots. Easy win. So guys, this is serious, guys. We're printing bills. What are your best bets this weekend?
For my best bets, the first one I'm going to be looking at is Barcelona. I absolutely hate the team, but I absolutely love betting on them. So
such a hypocrite. Go on.
No. I mean, whatever gives me money, you're betting on Chelsea spread now. It's the same thing. So whatever gives me money, I'm going to do that. Because, like I said, one of the rules we spoke about is passion bets. So, starting off with the best bets. The first one is going to be Barcelona win and Barcelona shots. Right now, the line for win alone is about 1.3. And when the shots come out, it's going to take it up to about 1.5. So, Barcelona win and Barcelona about 16 shots. So that's going to be about 1.5. Now, the next one is going to be Manchester United versus Crystal Palace.
Oh, yeah.
Manchester United shots, because I expect a low block from Palace, so I'm going to go Man United over 6.5 shots. That's about 1.4 right now.
Yeah.
So that's already 2 odd. And then the last one, I'm going to go with Liverpool shots versus West Ham. Same thing, Liverpool over 14.5. It's about 1.3 right now. That takes us about 26 odd. That's my best bet for the weekend. What about you?
I have 2 picks, guys, this weekend. I have 2 picks. And it pays 2.3 odds. I have Man City to beat Leeds United. Last 5 meetings, 5 wins for Man City, and I don't think it changes this time on the road. I trust Man City to get the job done. They did that against Newcastle. They did that against Liverpool. I love Man City in this sport.
What are the odds for that, please?
The odds for that is like minus 165, 1.6. 1.6 odds is on the road.
That's a lot
on the road. Yeah. And then I have Dortmund plus 1.5 spread against Bayern. Plus 1.5 simply means that I'm giving Dortmund has an extra goal. That means the match starts with Dortmund winning 1-0.
Yeah.
So if Dortmund wins this game, or if the game ends in a tie, or if Dortmund loses by just 1 goal, I still win. The only way I lose this is if Bayern blows the shit out of Dortmund and they win by 2+ goals. That's when I lose this game. So I like it in this part. I actually love some things about. I love Liverpool to win the game, but Liverpool, they don't really love me back.
You guys have a lovely relationship.
I had Liverpool to have under 1.5 goals against Forest, and indeed that was like 2 or just alone.
Yeah.
Same thing with Man United. Under 1.5 goals against Everton, exactly 1. But I'm not gonna go there this weekend. I'm gonna stay in my lane. But yeah, until Liverpool gets me, like if I correctly predict Liverpool for like 3 games in a row,
you're gonna touch it.
I'll go back. But I'm trying to reestablish. I'm trying to court Liverpool in another manner. But these are my best bets, guys. Let us know what your best bets are this weekend. I hope Real Madrid loses or ties the game on Monday. I hope Chelsea and Arsenal draw 0-0. So yeah, what about you?
Yeah, I think the same thing. I just hope for some reason Liverpool doesn't get to win West Ham, and let's shock the world as we have always done, and then disturb the title race by getting something on Arsenal. But thank you guys for watching, and stay blessed.
All right, see you guys.